The jury is still out on Tesla, with analyst price targets ranging from $65 a share to $400, and the stock off about 30% from its highs of last summer. I'm joined by Lou Whiteman, senior writer for The Deal. Lou, as investor doubt creeps in, you believe the company could benefit from activist involvement. So why is that?
I do think they could benefit from some new voices. Tesla, it seems to me, is at a crossroads. This is a company with tremendous technology, a lot of hype, but so far the financials have not delivered. They've missed two straight quarters in terms of their their losses. They've missed on delivery estimates. They are having trouble in China. And this week we saw another example of an announcement, expectations getting rising, and then when the actual announcement was made, a sell-off where people were disappointed. It seems to me it's time to get some fresh voices in the room, to have Tesla sort of make some hard decisions about what it wants to be when it grows up, and maybe narrow its focus accordingly.
So what do you believe the odds are that an activist actually does become involved?
Probably right now it's low. The stock is off 30%, but it is still a highly valued stock. I mean, Tesla's enterprise value is close to $30 billion. Its market cap is, I think, a third of GM's, despite Tesla delivers 31,000 cars a year. GM will deliver 200-something thousand a month. So this is still a highly valued company. It's mostly a retail investor base. I think the interesting thing is that if the stock continues down, if we continue this trend where there's more bad news than good, more skepticism creeps in, there still is a lot of value there. There are good assets there. And if the stock does trend down, I wouldn't be surprised if someone sees an opportunity to try and shake things up and make the most of what they have.
So what's your overall outlook then on the company?
This is a big year for them. They have their Model X SUV coming out, which there's a lot of hope tied to that. And more broadly, they are beginning to try and transition from a specialty automaker to a mainstream automaker. That's going to be a very, very expensive process, and there's a lot of doubt over how well they can do that or whether or not they should do it. They need to show, I think, in the quarters to come, they need to show good news. They need to show that their plan is working, or if they don't, then it is time to start asking questions about whether or not they should be focusing on the batteries, focusing on some of their technological strengths, instead of trying to focus on being a mainstream automaker.
All right, thank you so much, Lou Whiteman, senior writer for The Deal.
Thank you.
And I'm Brittany Umar for The Street.